This is SWOT analysis framework. SWOT. What is SWOT? Strength, weakness, opportunity and threats. Strength, weakness, opportunity and threats. Strength and weakness are internal. We can make changes in ourselves, and opportunities and threats are external. We find it in the environment. What SWOT analysis does? This is related to environment scanning, environment analysis. What is environment analysis? Environment analysis is the process of monitoring economic and non-economic environment, both type of environment, economic and non-economic environment, which help us, which is affecting us economically, means money wise, or environment which is not affecting us money wise, that is non-economic. So both types of environment we have to study, we have to analyze. Why we analyze the environment? To find out opportunities and threats from the environment. To find out opportunities and threats from the environment, opportunities which can increase our performance and threats which can hinder our performance. We discuss environment scanning, environment analyzation, to data collection, to information processing and forecasting, provide a rational basis for developing goals and strategies for business survival and growth. We collect different types of information, we collect different data so that our business can survive for a long, and we can grow step by step by step. We can increase our profit, we can diversify our business, we can produce more and more number of goods, we can extend our business national level and at international level also. So we need to analyze the environment. How we analyze the environment? First we need to scan the environment. We scan the environment after careful observation of the environment. What we do? Internal analysis and external analysis. Internal means our strength, our weakness. Internal analysis is about strength and weakness. Internal analysis is about strength and weakness, and then external analysis from the environment. External means from the environment. External analysis is related to opportunity and threats, and this complete SWOT is called SWOT matrix. SWOT matrix is, SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. Strength and weakness internal and opportunity threats are external. Clear? Now let's discuss next. But first draw it in your notebook, side by side, note it down. And now let's move on the next topic. See, business environment. What business environment is? Business environment refers to various forces within which various small, medium and large scale enterprise operate. Means an environment in which different levels of enterprise operate, even it is small scale, large scale, medium scale, any scale, and these factors extend influence upon each other and do not operate in isolation. Means and on combined level they operate. Business environment can be divided in two different parts, micro and macro. Business environment can be divided in two different parts, micro and macro. Micro environment which affect your business directly, like consumers, like suppliers, like competitors, like intermediaries, like general public, who is affecting your business directly, are part of micro environment, and macro environment is pastel, which are not in your control, which are affecting your business but indirectly. Not directly, indirectly they are affecting your business. Like if government announces that there will be no use of plastic, so will you be able to produce plastic products? No, you will not be able to. Government did not interacted with you directly, but they have planned, they have prepared policies, rules to not to use plastic. So you have to stop plastic products production. You have to stop plastic products production. So political, economic, social, technological, ecological and legal, these are the factors of macro environment which is affecting your business indirectly. Let's discuss individually. Political, decisions made by government. When government makes some decisions and these decisions will in process, will in effect till the government is there. At the time of government change, these decisions will not be in effect. Economic, related to money, like cost, like saving, like taxes. Social, related to people, society, taste, preference, fashion, etc. Technological, as name is indicating, related to technology, technological advancement or any obsolescence of technology. Ecological, related to environment. And legal, made by law. These are macro factors. We can call it pastel also. We can call it pastel also. And this we discussed earlier also as external environment. Clear? So this external environment is macro. Micro is at individual level. Suppliers, customers. Suppliers, who is supplying raw material to us. Customers, who are buying our product. Intermediaries, who is in between producer and buyer. Intermediaries, competitors in the same field with you, your competitors. General public, because you are working in an environment, and general public also affecting you directly. Clear? Now note it down, then let's move on the next diagram. ठीक है. Problem. What problem is? Problem is a roadblock in a situation. Problem is a roadblock in a situation. Keep this word in your mind. Problem is a roadblock in a situation. Something that sets up a conflict. Something that sets up a conflict and forces you to find a solution. Means a roadblock which is giving indications you to find out a solution. That roadblock is called a problem. And what is problem identification? What is problem identification? When an entrepreneur identifies such a roadblock, first you need to identify a roadblock. What is a roadblock? What is the problem? She is said to have identification the problem. Means problem identification is find out the roadblock, find out the problem. That is problem identification. Why we need to identify problems? Do your work as you are doing now only. Why you need to find problems? What are its objectives? There are 3 objectives given in our book. First, it should specifically state the problem. It should specifically state the problem, like if our production is decreasing or our profit is decreasing or we are not able to defeat our competitors. First of all, we need to find out the problem. Means we need to find out the roadblock in a situation which is giving us conflicts, which is not letting us to complete our targets. Find out the problem, exact problem, what it is. Second objective, to recognize the specific group facing the problem. We need to recognize the group, specific group which is facing the problem, so that accordingly we can find out a solution. And third objective of problem identification, to find the market acceptability for the solution to the problem. If we are finding out the solution of that particular problem, we need to check acceptability of the solution which we are providing. That solution is acceptable in the market or not. So these are 3 different objectives of problem identification. Note it down. And how the question can be the part of your paper. Direct question can be there or case based question can be there. MCQs fill up in any form. If the concept is asked, you will be able to write if you know the answer, if you are writing notes side by side. So the next topic is idea fields. Idea fields means the fields from where the entrepreneur can get ideas. Fields from where entrepreneur can get ideas. What are different sources of idea fields? We will explain in this video. So idea fields, what idea fields is? A convenient time frame of reference for streamlining the process of generation of ideas, or we can say that is given in your book, which we have downloaded from the link given in description at page number 11. Idea fields help entrepreneur in enlarging the scope of thinking. These different idea fields help entrepreneur to enlarging the thinking and at the same time structuring the ideas according to convenient frames of reference. Means according to convenient frames of reference, how an entrepreneur can expand the business, how an entrepreneur can increase the profit, how an entrepreneur can achieve the success. Let's start the idea fields resources from natural resources. Let's start it from the natural resources. Natural resources is the resources which you get free from the nature, which you get in surroundings, how you can make utilization, how this can be a good source of idea field. Natural resources, like you have wood in your surroundings, you can start furniture making and other wood products. Or you have flowers in your surroundings, sell the flowers in market, or start selling at wider level, or to provide flowers to the floral decorators. Clear? So these are the ways how we can use natural resources in expand our business as an idea field. Then next is existing product or service. Existing product or service, product is already there in the market, how can we increase its use? Like I am running a coaching center, I am teaching maths, I have 500 students. Now I start teaching English also. I will hire a teacher to teach English. So about 200-300 students will join English classes also. This is use of existing product or services. Ki already I am running a coaching center, same students are there, they will join another course also. So this is the example of increase existing product or service. Clear? Sources of idea field. Next in your book is given is market driven or demand driven. In your book is market driven or demand driven. This topic we can explain with the help of the meaning marketing, market research. What is marketing? To know about taste and preference of the customer. According to taste and preference of the customer, produce. If you are providing according to their taste and preference, obvious they will buy. That's why we call it market or demand driven. Provide what they are demanding. Supply for what they are asking. So that is market or demand driven. This is given at page number 13 and page number 14. Next is trading related ideas. Next given in your book is trading related ideas. Trade means buy from some place and sell it to another place, like e-commerce website. What e-commerce websites are doing, like Amazon, Flipkart or other websites. So this is trading related ideas. Next in your book is given service related ideas. Service related ideas, there are so many options which we are having these days, like crèche facility, like Indian fast food facilities. At page number 15 there are so many examples given of service related ideas, like family dinner, sandwich and salad parlors, ice cream and juice beverage parlors, Indian desserts and snack food chains like Haldiram's, specialty tourism, personal grooming salons, career counseling centers, chain of repair and maintenance service for electronic products. Like if there is a defect in your mobile, where you go at service center. Name is indicating service sector. Clear? Service centers. So this is ideas related to service sector related, where they are providing service only, not a product, only their services. And at page number 16, next is creative efforts. Page number 16, next is creative efforts. See, at the top of page number 16, download it from the link given in description. This is sixth source of idea field as per your book. So there are basically 5 ways in which creative ideas can be generated. 5 ways in which creative ideas can be generated. Develop a new product or service, completely new product or service, like when we develop this marker, board marker, and improve an existing product or service, or you can improve existing product or service. We can improve this, like I have to fill ink again and again. Can we add new technology in it so that ink will be fill auto related, like I keep this pen here and ink will fill in it automatically, no need to open the key or anything. So this is improvement in existing product or service. Find a new process or resource for manufacturing a product. Find out a new process to manufacture the same product, means technology upgradation we can say. Find new markets for existing product or services. I am selling my product in this Indian market only, but if I try to sell it globally, this is the another way. I find out new markets for my product, find a new use of existing product or service. Same existing product or service का different another use. How can we give this example? Different examples like flowers. Flowers we use for puja only, but now flowers can be used as decoration in different functions, or any other examples you can use. New use of existing product. So this topic is complete. Let's revise sources of idea fields. You can change the sequence. You can write it 1, 2, 3. I have written the numbers as per given in your book. So different sources of idea field are these, and idea fields are convenient time frame so that you can streamline the process of idea generation. Let's move on next topic. See, this diagram is explaining conversion of idea into opportunity. Conversion of idea into opportunity. After opportunity spotting and scanning ideas, an entrepreneur idea should lead to a definite product. Now it's the time to design a product, to offer a product to the market. But to offer a product to the market, what we have to do? We have to use our skills, knowledge, competence and creative thinking. That's why we call it a strategic process. We call it a strategic process. Here in this situation, a basic idea is converting into post scanning ideas. We have scanned the environment, we have find out everything. Now it is the time to give the shape to existing product. Initial ideas is changed, now the post scanning ideas. This entire process of using skills, knowledge, competence and creative thinking is strategic positioning. This is strategic positioning because with help of all these components we are offering a product to the market and a viable venture is born. What? A viable venture is born. So what we are requiring? Skills, knowledge, competencies. Competencies means helps one to perform better than others. Then creative thinking, you should creative different than others. This is conversion of idea into opportunity. This entire processing we are doing through close experimentation, close examination, evaluating, analyzing and synthesizing the entire information. So this way this diagram is complete. Note it down in your notebook, then we'll move on next diagram. Now the topic is trend spotting. Trend spotting and we'll discuss ways in which an entrepreneur can spot trends. There are 4 different ways. Which 4 different ways? Read trend, talk trend, watch trend and think trend. But what is trend? Trend spotting means identification of new trends. What customer are going to ask for in near future? What is their taste and preference? What they want to buy according to the taste and preference of customer. If you provide the good, then they will buy it. Obviously they will buy it. So trend spotting help entrepreneur to understand the market and to produce goods and services according to the market. In read trend, how entrepreneur can read different trends. Entrepreneur can read business websites, publications, newspapers, magazine, different blogs, and these information help us as an entrepreneur to find out taste and preference of the people. There are so many information available at different websites. We need to check the correct information and accordingly we decide. Then next is talk trend. Talk trend, we can talk with the customers online or offline, face to face. We talk with them. We can join different social groups and we can see where customers are buzzing around, what they are talking. We can do different surveys online or offline. We can get the questionnaires filled from them. This is also the example of talk trends. Online and offline, talk to the customer. Try to know what they are going to ask you. What is their preference? What is their demand? What is their need? What is their problems? So according to the requirement, provide good. So talk trend help us to know in advance what they are going to buy or what they are preferring. Social websites or different online surveys can help us in this. Watch trends. Watch. We need to keep a close watch. We can move in different malls. We can go to different public parks, power lunch restaurants, local mall, office park, etc., etc., etc. We move around different corners in different areas. We watch, we keep a close watch on our customers, on different customers, on public, what they are using, what is trend going on, and according to trend provide good or service, obviously sale will increase. Then think trend. Think trend is combination of all of these. Think trend, an entrepreneur is collecting information and thinking on it, and time to time slowly and gradually create their own thinking, and accordingly entrepreneur decide what he has to adopt for. So think trend is an entrepreneur begins gathering all these information regularly. They will start to develop a trend spotting mind. Who can complete this trend? Professionals or entrepreneurs themselves. Who can spot trends? Professional, obvious, they will charge a high amount. So as an entrepreneur, you also can spot the trend by different ways. Different four ways: read trend, talk trend, watch trend, and think trend. Think trend is very important because in this way you are absorbing different information, and according to the different collected information you are taking decision. Clear? Note it down in your notebook. See, my dear students, this is creative process. This is creative process. I told you in starting of the chapter, you have to be creative, you have to be innovative. Why? Because customers always wanted to have something new. So this is creative process. How many steps are there in this? Total 5 steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 and step 5. We cannot change sequencing of steps in a process or in order wise in proper sequence. According to this only we have to write steps. Always same sequencing will be there in process. Clear? So first step of creative process is idea germination. This stage is also called a seeding stage. Like an idea is there in your mind. This is seeding stage, and the name of this stage is idea germination. Begins from interest and curiosity of entrepreneur. The areas in which I have interest and I feel curiosity. So this start from here only. Idea can also germinate from need of specific problem or area of study. Like we scan the environment, we observe need and problem of the society. So from where idea, from that place also idea can be germinate. So I think you are very much confident in idea germination stage. We call it seeding stage also. This is generate from curiosity of entrepreneur or need of problems. Then let's discuss second step of creativity process. Second step of creativity process. This is preparation. Preparation means more interest and curiosity. You had interest in something, now you had more interest and curiosity. Again, market research you are conducting. Market research means to know about taste and preference of the customer, need of the customer. If idea is to launch a new product or a service. Entrepreneur foresee the future of product through market research. Foresee the future means to know about the scope of product in future also. Then third step is incubation. Third step is incubation. How you identify this third step incubation? If this is given in case study, this word will help you subconscious integration. Subconscious word is in third stage only. Subconscious word. The subconscious integration of information. This is called transition period also. Transition period also help you to identify that this is third step of creativity process, that is incubation and implementation of idea in subconscious mind. All these words are helping you to identify this step 3 of creative process, that is incubation. If these words are given in case study, you easily find out that this is step 3 incubation. Step 3 of creative process. Step 4 illumination. In the illumination step, find you will be able to recognize this step by reading these words: resurface, realistic way, when entrepreneurs start collection of raw material, finance, etc. to start the venture, to give the real shape to the plan. So step 4 is illumination. Idea resurface in realistic way, and to convert it in realistic way, entrepreneur collect raw material, arrange finance to give a practical shape to the plan. And last step, step 5 is verification, also called validation or testing stage. Validation or testing stage is in stage 5, and knowledge is developed into application. Now our knowledge has been developed into application. We start production or giving service to the society. Let's revise it. Step 1 idea germination, this is seeding stage. Then step 2 incubation, that is transition period, that is step 3. First is seeding stage, second is preparation, more curiosity, third is transition period, fourth is real surface, realistic way, and fifth is also called validation or testing stage. Complete it, note it down, draw the same in your notebook. Direct question, if direct question is there, draw this flow chart on entire page of your answer sheet. Then explanation, give explanation with headings plus explanation. Explanation, same explanation will work. Innovation process. This is innovation process. What innovation is? Innovation is the process of entrepreneurship which involves translation of useful idea into an application which has commercial value. Transformation of a useful idea into an application which has commercial value from which we can earn money, that is called innovation process. There are 4 stages in innovation process. First stage is analytical planning, second stage is resource organization, third stage implementation, and fourth stage commercial application. Now let's read these explanations from the book. Analytical planning, careful identifying the product and service features, design, as well as the resource that will be needed for preparation of this product or service. So in this analytical planning, first step, we identify features of the product and the resources what we are requiring to develop that product. In next step, second step, resource organization. In this step, we assemble different resources which we require, we obtain it, even it is physical resource, human resource, different material, different technology, financial resource, anything whatever we require for the production of product, we acquire this resource. This is second step of innovation process. Third step, implementation. Implementation, here we apply the resources in order to accomplish the plans and desired results. We apply the resources for work completion. And in the fourth step, commercial application. In commercial application, the provision of value to customer, reward employees, and satisfy the interest of stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? The person who has interest in our business, like banks, customers, suppliers, anyone who has interest in our business, shareholders also. Topic complete. Innovation process. Topic complete. Chapter 1 complete. Last topic is selecting the right opportunity. How you select the right opportunity after scanning the environment, careful observation of the environment. Unit 1 entirely completed. What is the suggestion to you? Write notes, learn different topics which I have written on the board. You have noted it down in the notebook. Read the entire chapter from the book. Is this enough? No. Solve CBSE previous year sample question papers, chapter 1 questions. All unit 1 questions, solve it. All the best.